And the second, you spoke about where is the evidence, tools, methods, and how to use data.
Yes.
Can you please elaborate more when it comes to decision making?
Basically, when we talk about making evidence-based decisions, we talk about making sure that you have evidence to back up the decisions that you make. And the reality is that for every organization, we actually have a lot of data. In marketing, we have data on customer preference, which products sell well, what is our revenue cost stream like. We have a lot of data in our organization, but the reality is most organizations have no strategy when it comes to using this data. And when it comes to making decisions, they do not know whether the decisions they make can be supported or not. So that is where we are coming in really to say, actually you have a lot of data, and these are the things that will help you to make good decisions. Like one of the aspects I talk about of a person's psychometric profile, how this person think, how this person react to stress, how this person react to tasks, how this person react to relationships. So here is where I introduce a tool that is widely used in Singapore called the PICS personality profile to give every single individual a psychometric profile. So that is where we understand a person more than just about the cultural background or the education background. Now we know how this person will react in different situations, and that will help us to predict whether a person will perform in leadership role, sales role, or marketing role.
Okay, because some organizations have data, but they do not know how to use the data, or they are not familiar with how to use the data in decision making.
Yes, in fact, from my experience, the key issue is that very few organizational leaders actually put out a very clear problem question, as in there is no, or rather little, alignment from the management team towards what is the direction, aspiration of the organization, as well as what are the pain points, or the afflictions of the organization. If they have no clarity in that area, it is no wonder that there cannot be a clear strategy for data, because data itself is useless. Data needs to be matched onto either a problem statement that's trying to solve, or the data needs to be able to build a better future. There needs to be a purpose before the data can be made useful.
Okay, so what are some of the qualities of a good decision maker when it comes to use of data?
I think firstly, the decision maker needs to be very clear what is the purpose of using data, because it's only with this purpose that the data can be properly used. For example, if a leader knows that, okay, my purpose is to increase sales. When you talk about increased sales, then you can look at where are all the data that can support this function. For example, what is the customer profile? Where is the marketing channel that has the most revenue impact? So once you can have a very clear purpose, and you will see that the data actually lines itself up. But of course, second point, I would like to encourage leaders to take a more open view into what it means by success. Because success is not only about numbers, it's not only about sales. Because for organization to be sustainable over the long term, we will hope that the success also includes things such as cohesion within the organization, the togetherness that holds everyone together. So once you talk about togetherness as the purpose of an organization, then you bring in the data such as whether are the people satisfied with their job, are they engaged with their jobs, are they satisfied with their managers, how's the communication between the managers like. So once you include all this data, then you can have a very good understanding how is my organization doing in the short term in terms of market success, but also in the long term in terms of relationship success.
Okay, and what advice could you give in to the Omani community, for example, or to the HR managers or people who are in decision making in people management?
I would say the first step is really to be open. If we are too busy, we cannot be open to accept new ideas, to accept new ways of thinking. Sometimes we don't even listen to what our people are telling us. So I will encourage leaders to first be open.
Thank you for your time.